My name is Jacob. How are you today? Good. I'm great. Today, we're going to study about space. What is space? Look at the board to see. Look at the pictures. Here, it's a house. Here, a tree. The house and tree are on the ground. Here is the ground. Next, here there are two clouds. The clouds are in the sky. So, there's the ground, the sky, and higher there's the sun, the moon, and stars. The sun, the moon, and stars, they are in space. Alright, so we're studying about space. We're going to first study some new words about space. Then, we're going to study some grammar about future simple verbs and modal verbs to talk about what will happen in the future. Then, third, we're going to practice speaking. We will talk about space, talk about the future, and talk about what we think will happen in the future. So, are you ready? Good. Let's start. First, let's learn the new words about space. Okay, number 1. Here, this is the sun. Sun. Can you say sun? Okay, good. Number 2. Here. Can you see the picture? What's this? It's a planet. 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 There are 9 planets in the picture. Alright, next, number 3. Look at this. Do you know what's this? It's a meteor. Meteor. Okay? Now you say meteor. Okay, good. Next, number 4, look at this picture. What's this? It's a galaxy. Galaxy. You practice saying the words too. Galaxy. Alright, the next word. Look at this man. Who is he? This is an astronaut. Astronaut. Do you want to be an astronaut? Yes or no? Alright, 2 more words. Number 6. Here. This is a satellite. Try practicing the word satellite. Okay, good. And finally, the last is this. What is this? It's bigger than a satellite. This is a space station. Try to say space station. Can you say it? All right. Now, let's review the 7 space words. All right. Number 1, it's a space station. 2, it's a satellite. 3, he's an astronaut. 3, this is a galaxy. 4, this is a meteor. Next, this is a planet. And finally, number 7, it's the sun. Okay? Alright, do you want to play a game? Great. I'm going to draw a picture on the board. You look at the picture. Guess. What is it? Are you ready? Good. Let's start. What is the picture? Look carefully and guess. Is it astronaut, meteor, planet, sun? Look and you will see. Alright, number 1. What's this? 3, 2, 1. Do you know? Alright. Now, do you know? Alright, good. You're right. It's the sun. Now, picture number 2. What is this? A circle. A ring. Is this a space station? No, it isn't. Oh, is it an astronaut? No, it's not an astronaut. This is a planet. Alright, a planet. Now, picture number 3. What's this? Okay, rectangle. Can you see the picture? Do you know what's this? Okay, continue. Is this a meteor? No. Is it a satellite? Yes, it's a satellite. There. Sun, planet, satellite, and one more. Number 4. What's this? Can you guess the picture? No? Okay. Look, look, look. Alright, do you know what's this? This is a meteor. A meteor. Did you guess correct? All right. Good job. Now we finished learning the new words about space. Now we're going to study some grammar to talk about the future. Alright, now it's time to talk about grammar. Today we're going to talk about 3 words we can use to talk about the future. We are talking about predictions. Predictions are guessing what will happen in the future. You say what you think will happen in the future. Okay? What do you think will happen in the future? Use these words to talk about it. The words we will study today are will, won't, and might. Okay, first, it's will. We use will to talk about something you think will happen in the future. You really think this will happen, 100%. You know this will happen in the future. Okay? So, to use this in a sentence, first we start with the subject. I, you, he, she, people, then the word will. And then the base verb. Okay, that means no ing, no ed, just the base verb. Here is an example of a sentence with will. People will go to space stations. In this sentence, the subject is people, here's will, and the verb is go. We have to say go. We can't say going. We can't say went. Just go. Next, it's won't. We use won't to talk about something you think can't happen in the future. You don't think this will happen in the future. Zero chance, 0%. This structure is the same as will, but the difference is the word won't. Here's an example. People won't live on the sun. Okay? I think people won't live on the sun. 0%. Because the sun is very hot. It's too hot. People can't live on the sun. And finally, it's the word might. Might. We use might to talk about something you don't know. Will it happen in the future? Maybe yes, maybe no. Just 50% we think it can happen. So, to make a sentence, we have the subject, then might, and then the verb, a base verb. Okay? Here's an example. People might see a meteor. Okay? Subject is people. Might. The verb is see. We can say see. We can't say seeing or saw. No, only see is okay. Alright, now let's practice the pronunciation of the new words. Here, it's will. Will. You try. Good. Next. Won't. Won't. You say won't. Practice. And finally, might. Might. Practice saying the word might. Okay, excellent. Now, let's practice making sentences with will, won't, and might. Okay? We're going to use the new words about space. Alright. Now, can you make one sentence with the word sun? One sentence with the word space station? And one sentence with the word astronaut? Okay. Write the sentences in your notebook. Use these words and will, won't, and might. Alright, have you finished? Good. Now, I will give some example answers. Okay, number 1. Sun. The sun will be hot. The sun will be hot. Okay, 2. The space stations won't be little. And number 3, astronauts. I'm going to make a sentence with might. 3. You might be an astronaut. Okay, those are my sentences. Next, we're going to practice speaking with will, won't, and might. Alright, now it's time to do some speaking practice using will, won't, and might. Let's look at the board. Here is a conversation with 2 friends. They are talking about space in the future. Now, I'm going to read the conversation. I want you to listen. 3, 2, 1. Hi, Jeff. What are you reading about? I'm reading a book about space. It's very interesting. Great! I love space. Will people visit the sun in the future? People won't visit the sun. Will there be big space stations in the future? There might be big space stations. Cool. I hope I can study more about space. Talk to you soon. Alright. In this conversation, A asks 2 questions about the future. These questions have will. It's here. Will people visit the sun in the future? Here is won't. People won't visit the sun. Okay? question number 2 is, will there be big space stations? Okay, will there be? And the answer is, there might be big space stations. There might be. Alright? So now I want you to practice the conversation, but I want you to change some of the questions, the answers, and the names. So, not Jeff. You can say your friend's name. Okay? Here is your name or your friend's name. Here, I want you to make a different question with will. Okay? So, will people, and here you need to have a verb. For example, will people go? Will people see? Will people fly? Okay. So there's a verb. Here you need a name. Next, I want you to answer the question with will, might, or won't. So, there's 3 ways to answer. People will, people might, or people won't. And that's it. Here is the verb again. Verb. For example, will people go to the sun? People might go to the sun. And next, I want you to make 1 more question and 1 more answer. Okay, your question needs will. After will, you need a subject for your question. For example, I, you, he, she, people. After the subject, you need a verb. Go, fly, eat, see, like, and then finish with in the future. And here, the answer is the same. You can use will, might, or won't. Then here is the verb. Okay? Good. And here, the last part is the subject. Okay? Use the same subject in the question and the answer. For example, will I go to a space station? I will go to a space station. Okay, so make 2 questions and 2 answers and practice speaking by yourself or with a friend. Can you do it? Okay, good. So that is the end of the lesson today. Thank you for studying with me, and goodbye. Have a nice day.